welcome back. Unless you left the adventurer was putting in a hallway. So I'm going to stop on that because I still need to configure and close in some stuff. But I really need to add in a section of jump drives. And I'm thinking right here. In the corner, in an angle. So G, U, and P. Oh, there you are. So let's, so first thing first, we're going to go with the block. Then we're going to go shift 5, 4. Oh, jump drive's already there. 7. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to put it right there. We want to at least have 5,000 or 6,000 kilometers of jump. I think I'm going to have to add more reactors, to the ship. But I'm going to have to add batteries for sure. Okay, that's good enough for now. Okay, 0. So that means that the ship needs to come down. What do I got here? I'm going to get rid of that one and that one. Light armor's probably not the best for this ship. But I think one of the better things is having more of a diligent system. Where your weapons are ready to go and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And then going out and meeting the enemy would be the other. Because this is more the standoff ship versus the in the battleship. Now, if I was thinking, I'm going to take on another alliance or something like that, and it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I would need probably 5 or 10 people in my ship, to maybe 4. 2 would be good. 3 would be great. And then if you're on a resource-driven server, that's basically, you don't have the resources. Then you're not doing the heavy grid. Now you might end up getting to that point, and that's great and everything, but on any of these live servers that you got, you're not going to be like, oh, hey, I'm going to build this ship. Of course, this would be after months of playing, and then an asteroid base, or, And I'd probably convert this to a station. That way it's stationary. And then your fuel, hydrogen's not going to be an issue as much. And you battle from the position, not take this to the fight. Now you can move anytime you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But oh no, I fell through space and time. I was talking to somebody the other day about gravitational fields. If you're creating a gravitational field, right, and they say, it's always showing the planet has one side of gravitation is on bottom of the planet. It's like, well, that's not how gravity works. To me, it's a point. So, like, say you have mass, gravity with mass. The core of the Earth creates gravity, and then mass creates gravity, right? Well, it would be like, if you think about this, like, So you have an object, and you have one pulling point in the middle, right? And if the gravity is weaker at the poles and stronger at the equator, then you're going to have it's going to have a different gravitational field. It's not going to just be on the bottom. So when you sit there and I'm planning, you're going to slingshot from the equator to the North Pole, because you're going to slingshot from the North Pole to the equator, because I guess the pull would speed you up, and then as you hit the North Pole, then you'd have that release speed, because I don't know how you say it, but you see what I'm saying? So I look at it like they show the picture of the gravity well is below the planet, or on one side of the planet. To me, it's in a circular sphere. Your gravity well is. So the gravity well is any point away from the source of the gravity. And so it makes like a little, you see those little squishy balls with little points all over them, right? Well, each point, and then you go and you multiply that out to millions and millions of points where it's really fine, and that's your spatial gravity well. Now, we're also moving through space and around the sun, so to me, that is going to create we have a gravity well that is skewed towards the sun, and we're being slung. You know what I'm saying? The moon has a gravity well that's skewed towards us, and sometimes to the sun or other planets, and so that would create a different gravity well. So this idea that all gravity wells around the Earth's gravity well is the same. No, it's dependent on the biggest gravity well in the area. At least that's my opinion. And so why would it be just this circular thing if there's the sun's gravity mass is great enough to create a bigger gravity well? So you're going to have that tug or that ebb on the planet, and then we're offset, so it's going to be skewed. It's just like a warp field. You're trying to warp with something. You're bending the space in front of you, so you're distorting the space so you can travel, and then behind you you're compressing the space. You see what I'm saying? So so that's just my opinion on what I've just thinking and what I've read or what I've observed. But the gravity wells always throw me off because they show pictures of it like, it's a stretched out plane and the Earth is sitting in the gravity well. But the Earth's gravity is the gravity well. And so it kind of explains black holes in a way, because the expansion of the mass of the planet, the supernova, it creates a void inside, which then it collapses. And that's how that's how a black hole is formed, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I thought, maybe, have they seen the edge of a black hole? Okay, and is it always going to be flat on one side, or what is it? You know what I'm saying? Why it's coming from a point? Is it because it collapses in on top and bottom, or on certain angular directions of the explosion? The supernova goes out the top and bottom. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's just what I'm just curious about. But that's the gravity well thing. I wish we were at the point where space travel was industrialized to the point where, it's, like a TWA flight to Mars and back, and then you could do an interstellar flight, which is like, we do those once a month, and they take you out, it travels at light speed, blah, 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 And I just wish we were already there, because it's just, you watch enough space shows, and you get to play this game, or games like it, and you're thinking, why is it so difficult to travel? You know, why aren't we a spacefaring world, country? To get to the next inhabitable planet, is that done by nature, by design? Like, oh, we don't want too many of these together, kind of thing. Because if we did, then you guys we'd be at war with each other. It'd be Planet X versus Planet Y, and probably a pseudo religion or some kind of religion would be. And it depends on if the government is the controlling force, or or what's the controlling measure for being in space? You know what I'm saying? So this is the top of the ship, right? Let me see. No. Let's see how wrong I am today. This goes up like that. Goes up. Oh yeah, this is right. Yep, the top of the ship's up here. I wish we could get a warp engine or something, I've always wanted to. I don't know if it's... So I've watched some of the NASA ones, and I didn't understand exactly what he was distorting to get propulsion out of the system. And is it dealt with on a magnetic field? So you're distorting the magnetic field of space to travel at a warped speed. Or you're using the distortion that you're creating to create your propulsion to travel. So, but without any force, and so you'd have to create thrust with your engine. So I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to carry this theme back this way. That's like SpaceX in their ship. I think he should land that thing on the side. The one where he comes in and he tries to land vertically, right? So you're going to land this ship, right? And we're going to try and stand it up. So how much damage are you going to do? Okay. Is landing horizontally, and have some legs that fold out, on each side and top and bottom, basically. And it lands like a ship. It comes down, the wings slow it down, and we have thrusters, and the legs come down, but you'd have to reconfigure the ship, right? But he's already proven that any design will work, but why does it got to be a rocket? Why does it got to be in the shape of a rocket, Because right now, if you go to another planet, you're not going to have the luxury of a flat surface, So that's where landing on a horizontal way, and then how much risk are you going to take having an elevator that may give out, or earthquake or storm that may cause the ship to topple, and then next thing you know, what you came in, you're not able to do nothing. You're not able to use. So, I like the design of where it lands on its feet, like where and it maybe lands on but that first mission, man, that's going to be a hard one. What they really need to do is go and land it in the middle of the desert. And then it's no flat area, no nothing. We're looking for point alpha to put it down. And so, because if you can't land on a rocky terrain, much less if we find, habitation with water and fluids and the soft grounds or something like that, okay, you're not landing on those, so, obviously you're not. But if something happened, a horizontal landing, you don't want your thruster sitting in mud, or sitting on the ground, and but if you lay it down, those thrusters never touch the ground. They're sticking out the back. You do have some thrusters on the sides. Now at this point you've lost 50% of your fuel, and you're used the wings to slow you down. So the thing's going to weigh less. So the amount of thrusters, obviously they cut from 27 to 3, and so now 4 facing down on the bottom of the ship maybe your those they could be recessed enough to where, and they could be opened up as the landing gear comes down, and you're coming in after you've went through the atmosphere into the atmosphere, and now you're just falling through atmosphere, and you're not having the burning up. The legs open up and the thrusters open up, and then those thrusters would provide your downward, your slow down mode, and then so you land, and then you're like, okay, we've damaged 2 on the back, but we got 4 on the side that we can take and build parts from. And but you're also not, you're able to look at it on the back, climb on the back. I just don't think landing on another planet without any surface, is going to, landing vertical is not the answer. And no, I don't know the dynamics to it, and I don't know, anything else. But just looking at it from the sandbox, basically, like, hey, we're gonna go play outside. Do we got a flat surface? We're in the middle of the desert. Do we want to land there? No, we want to land at the poles. There's gonna be ice there. A lot of poles are rocky mountains or cavities. You land on the moon, and there's probably going to be some flat surfaces, but with one stage only, I just think you're running a risk, of not making it back. So because all your eggs are on the ground. You land with your feet. One of those landing legs give out, then it's a rescue mission, and then you're changing everything back to a different system. Okay, let me see where my gravity well is at on here. Okay, we're on top. Okay, so that could go away, but I do need to work on guns. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I put this, it's right here. That should be floating away now because I've deleted it. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't delete the whole ship, Robert. Okay, well. All right. So that's there. Let's see what's here. Nothing. Okay. So I brought that in for the turret only. Okay, so let's go in here and look at what you're doing, what we're doing. Okay, we have nothing in here. So let's go out the side. And by all means, I am not saying that Elon doesn't know what he's doing. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, give my opinion. Okay. Okay, it went up that way. Okay, good. So, what I'm going to do is create a row of weapons. What? What do you mean there's something in my way? What's that? Okay, let's wait there. Let's go back. Oh no! Have to close these ends. Let's go to 0 so I don't see this. Oh, here we go. Now, obviously we need to go 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. And then oops. Okay. All right. Now, I may go through and reconfigure this because I may not want as many weapons on here as top. So, boom, 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 boom. All right. No. Do you want the auto cannon turret? Is that for a big or small? Oh, that's for small only. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So we have this one. Let's go through. That's small. That's larger. Don't like it. I don't want to hang it off. That's a rocket launcher. That's a Gatlin. That's right, folks. I'm going to put every one of them in backwards. So that one's in right. This one's in wrong. And the reason why I can tell, that's overlapping and that's not. Okay. And this may be too many, but how the sun, it's got them grouped together. Isn't that weird? That's pretty neat. Now it's probably going to be way too much. So then again, you never know. So let's go here. Oh, that's too big. What is that? Oh, that's the railgun. Let's go shift to that. It's going to take out that one. No. This one, Robert, and this one. No. Okay. Hit the right one. That one. Okay, let's go back to 9. So that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, this one. Let's see. So what I need to do is I need to go underneath here. Which is going to be right here. 2, boom. Okay. think one more. What do you think? Oh, one more. There, and then there it is. We'll have 2 ships stored right here for quick battle. That'll work. So let's go back under here. We'll go ship 2 and then close this gap in right here. Okay. I'm thinking, that's right guys, I do think occasionally. Just occasionally. I don't have any, there they are. So 6. Yeah, it's not something I try to continually do. Okay. There's 7, which looks like this. Which I'm going to answer the question. Let's get the thing on top. Let's look at 8. Angles on bottom. Does it matter? Does it look any better? Any worse? Oop. Oh no, I fell. Oh, that's not bad. Forgot I had a floor here. So I think I need to mine a miner ship. It's going to come in through here. You know, the drill ships. I don't know. I have to look at my configuration. So these are going to be a fighter printer bay right here when I'm done. And I have to shift the gate open and then shift this wall over to make a fighter that's ready to go. So I need to put a connector in the ceiling or in the bottom. Depends on how I do it. That's another video. Okay. Same thing over here. These are quick fighters out the door. Then on the top, we'll have more of a battle, like a Corsair or a, you know, like a cruiser itself right here. It's going to be probably like the whole length of this, you know, landing legs, everything right there. So it may come out to right here. I may have to take this door out, move it completely. Okay. Go back up here and kind of give it a look. So that middle bar is probably going to come out on the top there, so I can land ships, and I can have them go the other way towards the back, and have it where they got 4 landing legs on them, and they magnet in, and then they lock in on the connector. Yeah, that'll look good. Like having some little leeches on the side of your ship, you know, where you're land here, land there. A team of people on each one of them, boom, they go off. And I might do right here is close this in, put in a connector in the middle, and this will be where my grinder ship is. Small fighters inside, and this is where my grinder ship will come and connect in and load up hydrogen and minerals and stuff like that, you know, gold, you know, platinum, whatever. And it'll have jump drives on it, so let's go ahead and set this and see. That's in the middle, so let's go through. Okay, where am I at? Okay, so that gives us more than enough room to bring in a connector. So where would I bring the connector in from? Oh, it's glass. Oh no, I'm trapped. Okay. No, I did not do any drugs today. Just nothing. Okay, let's bring this in. We're going to go up with this. Oops, nope, not there. So that is the crew quarters. We're going to go boom, go down. Let's go back to number, there it is, number 8. Boom. Okay. Through the hole. Obviously we can't put it that close to the front. The drill ship probably need to go one more back. So the heads, let's go a couple more back. Didn't like that, did they? Okay. 6. That's 6. So the drill ship is going to sit. So the drills will stick out to there. This will be a side port. I'm probably going to get rid of this door. That'll be the drill bay right there. So my drill sit here. That way it's can be at least up to the top here. Jump drives on back thrusters. Yeah. Ion thrusters and a jump drive. The thing is, like when they disconnect, we can dive down, and that gives them the space, so we're not damaging the ship as they're flying away. Okay. So fighters here, large fighters here, large fighter here. Drill machine here, probably take the gate out. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Probably going to give it a break today. Let's kind of go up and see what we got here. One thing I probably need to do first thing is just I don't have any atmospheres done yet, so except for there's vents in the crew quarters. So I wonder if I have air up there. I'm pretty sure I have air up there. Go back up here. I need to get rid of that seat in the back. So what you're looking for is, see, there's what I'm looking for right there. I have something right there in the back. So let me go back there. It's on the passenger side. It's over this way. Let's see what we did wrong. It's not in this area. Let's go in here. We're looking for that floating thing. Let's go back towards the back here. And the easiest way to do this is G, CO, cockpit, and put down a chair. And you'll see where you made your mistake. So V, okay, let's go side angles on me. So it's forwards, and it is moving back 74 meters, so it's away from me. Okay, so it's behind this wall. So let's go 2. Right, take that out. Back to 0. So that's where I came through the wall. So we're gonna have to just take out some of the wall real quick. Okay, so let's go back a little bit further. What we're going to do is we're going to set a command chair here. I can see what is moving. So it's right in front of the engine room. So So I'm in the instrument. I'm on that side. Let's zoom in. Okay, it's up above me in the tube above me. Okay. Look at that. There it is. Two of them. Let's go back down here. I got one more on the other side. So, wow. You gotta be careful. Get these things wrong. So on the other side, I probably have the same two through here, come in. That's the battery, so we don't want to go that way. And come up and over right here. There it is. Yep. Let's roll it over. All right. I think it looks pretty good. Now I just got to pick the color scheme once I get this completely closed in. So a drill ship on top and the front, two large fighters on the sides, on the ports on the bottom here. I'll have maybe a printer bay where I can bring out the small fighters, quick loads. Then further back, I don't know what I'm going to do back here, but you know, I need to probably repair bay. You know, I might do a side through port where I can put the larger ships through the side and weld up the externals on them. You know, so I don't know. Also might bring in one where I can bring in the wreckage that I take on. Yeah. All right, well, enough of me talking. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.